welcome back to my channel.
Okay, so today's part is like this particular menu and dashboard from Dribble. Okay, and main thing I want to explain you here is how you can do something like this in any of your application using Flutter. So my main motto will not be here to create exact UI, but to show you how you can when you tap on this icon, initially the dashboard will be like this, and when you tap on this icon it will come from it will actually uh, navigate from this portion to this portion. Okay, it will come here and this menu will come, right? So this is the thing that I will be doing right now, and I won't be creating complete UI, I won't be adding all these stuffs, but definitely I will be giving you a layout inside this also, so that we completely test it out whether while making this smaller in size, whether all the things are working properly or not. And also this will be completely responsive in terms of whatever size you run this on any screen, it will work. Okay, I'm not hard coding any of the heights, any of the widths, so I'm just using screen height, screen width here. So let's start with my project. I have main.dart here. It just has a container, but I have already created a file which is menu dashboard layout. And let me give you a background color. So my actually the background color I took is like this, so I have taken it here. Then let me add menu dashboard, I would say page. Okay, and in my scaffold will have a background color of this color what I have mentioned here. Okay, so my idea is here simple, that I will be having a stack. The bottom layer will be this one and the top layer will be this one. Okay, so let's do that. So this is a stack. Okay, so my bottom layer is menu, uh, and my top layer is dashboard, right? Let me first of all comment this. Let us create menu first. So I'm creating a method which returns a widget and it takes context as the input. So I'm returning just nothing but a simple column here with children, and I will be having multiple I'm not going to create complete UI, so I'm just adding 5 items here. If you're following my videos, it is very easy to add multiple things in this way. So I'm just adding 5 things in my in a column. Yes, so that the main concept is not taken out of the picture. Okay, the main concept is like you have to know that how you can do this type of menus and dashboards. So let me get the colors quickly, very quickly I will do it. Font size is 20. 5 times I am repeating it. Messages, utility bills. Okay, messages, utility bills, funds transfer, branches, funds transfer, branches. Okay, okay, there is some issue, no problem. So yeah, solved. Similarly for everything. No, not for everything. Man, what is this? Oh, sorry guys, and just because of doing it in hurry I made a mistake. Okay, 5 times. Messages, utility bills, funds transfer, and branches. Okay, now let us run it. How does it look? Nothing is displayed. Why? So I have to use this menu dashboard page here so that it is not taking container. Okay, so this is how it looks. Now what you need to do, if you're following my videos, let me just do this thing so that it gets formatted pretty correctly. I think I should increase some font size because one day somebody said that my font size is already 18, man. Okay, I'm not increasing. So see, this is aligning top. So let us wrap this with align widget, and alignment will be left, center left, right? So does it come down? It should have. Okay, no problems. Now we will see it. Okay, so inside this widget, let me format it. These are my 5 text. Yeah, so I have to use this main axis dot main, also main axis alignment dot space around, maybe. Yeah, so now they are in center. Then cross axis alignment should be start, so that they are not in the center. They should start from here, so it should be start. Now if you see it, it is like this. Now let's add some padding so that we are done with our menu at least. So it's only left hand side. Sorry for the sound if there is any. So now this looks good. Let us add some size box so that there is some distance also. Height of 10 maybe. Does it look good? Okay, it is fine. So let's copy this and put it after every menu item. Fine, so this looks okay, not an issue. Now let us make it 22 so that it's more, and this will be the end of our menu creation, right? Fine, so everything is good now, and let's head on to dashboard. Fine, so let's create let me minimize it. Now we don't need to do anything until we do some animations. Okay, we will be doing animations. Okay, so there has to be made some decisions now. Remember, there are 2 states of this thing. One, when this is a smaller version of it. Second, when it is a full version. So we will be working in this, and then we have to consider that it has some elevation here, so we will have to use a material, right? Material elevation 4 or 8, you might say. Then also we need to have some color. So color is same as my background color, right? So color is same. Now we need to have a child, and this everything, this icon means this app bar. You can say app bar, but we will be creating it because we are not in a scaffold, so we have to create a custom app bar using a row which is having 3 elements. So, and also this will be one element in my I would say like this. Okay, sorry. So this will be my first element in my column, then there is a second element, then this is the third element. Okay, so this is how I will be creating this UI. Let's quickly add a column then. Okay, so I will have a row first. This row, for what purpose this row is used, and guys, if you are not able to see means the comments like earlier like this, so it is because I have updated my plugins, so you can also do it, and that's why you can see this type of lines. Okay, and also I have updated my Flutter version to 1.5 and my Dart version to 2.3. okay, so now let's create this screen or this screen. So I'm creating this row first of all. My first item is icons dot menu, right? Is there is something else? Restaurant menu? No. So this is the new icon, I think, which is added, and my color will be nothing but white, and size we can leave it. Then I have a text. Remember, I am not giving any attention to how I am modularizing the project here. Okay, it's only to show you how you can do it. Okay, please don't think that I don't know how to structure my projects. Anyways, so this is the text. My text is my cards, and text style can be font size of 24, and color can be white again. And one more thing, don't get confused why I am only creating for this color, because there is no use of this screen. The designer has just showcased that this can be also made in white. Okay, or you can completely change the themes also when you are animating. When you click on this, it comes when you click on this, it comes to this position. You can completely change the theme. There is no issue in that. So that I'm not showing right now. So text style, but that's a good point. I will be trying to animate in between the text themes or the theme data completely. So I think next time I should do this. And then in the text style, I have this color. Okay, that is done. My third item is also, sorry, is a icon. So that icon is nothing but a settings icon. Fine. So are we good here? Okay, let us run the project and see what it looks. So as you can see, my dashboard is completely coming over my menu, and that only I want this or this in a larger scale to be on the screen. When I click on this, then only it should come down and this should appear, right? So right now we are in good shape, but there has to be some space on top. So what you can do, yeah, you can wrap this inside, I would say. Yeah, am I doing correct? Yeah. So I should wrap this inside a container which should be having padding as insets. So it will be like only, and my left should be 16, which I think is good, and my top should be 48. Okay, it's again random values. Okay, so it looks good now, but my car, it's it's not correct enough. So let us add something else. Main axis element dot space between, and main axis, right? So I think they should correct the things. Okay, fine. Now let's add very quickly I will add page view. I'm not creating the carousel from fresh. I'm just showing you how you can put the contents, and actually it is very necessary to do this. Okay, I can stop here as well and show you the animation. Okay, let me do this. Now let's start. We have two things here. We have this dashboard, and also we have a menu. On clicking on this, we should animate something, right? So let us maintain two things first of all, and before maintaining that, convert this into stateful widget and create a variable which is bool is collapsed. What is collapsed? Menu is collapsed. Okay, so if my menu is collapsed, so initial state is it is collapsed. Okay, now so I add this icon, I wrap this icon inside a inkwell, right? And on top of that, I do set state, and I make is collapsed. I actually reverse it. So, okay, so if it is true, sorry, this is not how you do it. So if collapse was true earlier, it becomes false when I click on this, and then when this part comes here, it again goes and then I click on that, it again becomes from false to true. Okay, so this is how it is done. Okay, now you can do many things here, but so I'm changing this value. Now how many things you have to do? See, menu we can completely minimize. First we need to move this material complete from this position to here. Okay, so let me see, it's a stack. It can contain a position, so I am taking animated position because I will be animating between two positions here. Okay, so my top is always 0, bottom is 0, right? And yes, so my left is 0 and my right is 0. This is my initial positions, right? But when okay, but when it is smaller in size, see, where is the top? Top is some position from top, bottom is also similar positions from top, right is I would say something here. Okay, because it's not that it is starting from here, but it is moved here, right? And left is somewhere 0.6 part of my width. Okay, so now first I need I need to first of all take two things also, that is my screen width and screen height. Okay, let me do it. So we have size, media query dot of context, and then we have size here. Then in the screen height we assign size dot height. Screen width we assign size dot width, right? So we have a screen height and screen width. Now fine, so if it is collapsed then it is 0 position. Okay, I will not do like this. I will change the values. So when what is the position when it is not collapsed? Okay, menu is open. Okay, so top is something 0.2 fractions of my screen height, right? Screen height. Similarly bottom is also 0.2 parts of my screen height. Then left is something 0.6 into my screen width, and right is something minus 0.4 into screen width. Now you might be wondering, man, what is this minus? So this minus is nothing but, see, 0 is this position. If I do 50, so it becomes from here, but if I take 50 minus 50, it comes here. So I am doing minus 0.4 into screen width. Okay, and we have to give some duration here. So let me define the constant duration, right? Constant duration, and it will be my constant duration. It will be whole throughout 300. Okay, definitely. So I can make it a final. So this is okay. We have to use multiple times this duration. That's why I have created as a field, as a final field. Let's run it. What happens? Let's see. Okay. So as you can see, it is running, and everything looks fine now. Now you might be wondering, okay, you might not be wondering. So I just have to make arrangements. If the menu is collapsed, it is 0. Otherwise, it's 0.2 into screen height. Okay. Similarly, like this. If it is collapsed, it has to be 0. Otherwise, this is collapsed. 0. Otherwise, this. So now it is like this. Now if I click on this, it animates. If I click on back on this, it animates. Okay, so I think this is a good animation, and this is how it can be done. But things doesn't end here, right? See, there are multiple things here. This has a radius, some radius, and initially my screen will not have a radius. That's why there is no radius here. So you need to I would say you need to have some border radius here as well. Border radius dot all, and radius will be my circular 40, right? Fine. So does it solve the purpose? Let's see. If I am clicking on this, I have this, no problems in that. But now let me increase the duration. So this animation duration we can give here, and I am giving a bigger duration, 3000, so that I can explain you what is the issue here if it is there. So if I am doing this, okay, no problem. Basically I have to increase the duration also, right? So sorry, fine. Now see this. There is some issue, right? Means I don't know whether the issue is there or not, but it might come in future. No problems in that. Right now it's not there, so let's not do anything for this. Okay, this looks great, right? Now fine. Now what should I do? Fine. So let me add the contents then, right? So my first content here can be page view, right? So let me do it very quickly. After this row, I can have a page view dot builder, right? My item will be a context index. There will be some issues, that's why I am doing this. There are issues in this. Return. Okay. So let me copy the previous part, so that it has some margin left and right. Each and every item, there are three different colors: red, blue and green, all in Ascent. There is a height, a width of 100, width of 100 and width of 100, right? Let's try to run it. How does it look? Okay, it doesn't look. Now what do you need to do? It says that size is missing. So solution for this is adding a simple container, okay, with some height, of course. Okay, and now you can see, now since it's very sticking, it is very attached to my cards. Let me add some size box of height 50 and let me run it again. Okay, so it looks good. Page view controller is working, right? But when I click on this, okay, let me just reduce the duration. Okay, fine. Now see, now if I do it, it looks good. It has controls, no problems in that. That is perfectly fine. Now the issue here is, right now the container's height is 500 and it should not be like this. If it is 500, it was 200. If it is 500, what will happen? The height will increase, and see this. Okay, let me just make it 600 so that the issue comes. Suppose there is a content which is going beyond means it's 600 for this, but it goes beyond this, so this render flow exception will come. How you can handle this? So the solution is here simple. You have to scale this material widget. You have to scale it. You cannot work with top and bottom every time. Okay, so let me add some scale transition. So for that I am going to add single trigger provided state mixing, then the normal stuffs, init state and dispose. I will do it very quickly. Right, so begin is nothing but 1 and is again, and should be 0.2 from top, 0.4, 0.2 from down, so its scale becomes roughly it becomes 0.6, right? I'm making them 0 so that they doesn't change, this top and bottom doesn't change. Now scale will do the magic for you, so it is 0.6, right? And then you just dispose here, controller dot dispose. Okay, and wrap this inside scale transition, and scale will be my scale animation, right? And now we need to actually move this controller in forward or backward direction. So based on fine, if my if menu is collapsed, it means this is the state. On the click of this, what I have to do? I have to do scale animation from 1 to 0.6. So I will be moving controller to forward, controller to forward, and else controller reverse, right? And then I am changing the value of collapsed to not collapsed. Let's see how does it look. Okay, there was error, so I think it is running now. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to show you. See, this error is gone. It actually scaled everything inside this material to 0.6 of that thing, right? So it looks good, right? Now let's also work on this dashboard part. So as you can see, it looks very bad. This is a stick. So what should happen when this is going down? It should come from left, and it should also scale or size. Something should be done, right? Some animation for this menu also. A menu deserves some animation, right? Okay, so let's add some more animation. So this time it will be my offset slide animation. I want to slide this menu from out of the screen to this part. Okay, so it's my slide animation. Okay, so slide animation equals to tween of offset. This is just a regular stuff, you know. I have done it a lot of times on the videos. If you're following my videos, I guess you will be very much in sync with this. Fine, so my offset is nothing but initial offset is -1 0, or I would say, yeah, -1 0, and my end offset when the animation is completed, so it should be at its 0 0 position, right? Let's see if this works. So I'm going to my menu. I'm minimizing this dashboard, collapsing this dashboard, and for this padding is there. I have to wrap this padding inside, or I would say, yeah, I can wrap this padding inside a slide. Okay, it's a slide transition. Okay, so it takes a position, and that position is nothing but slide animation. Let's see if it works. So when I click on this, yeah, it works like a charm. Also, I want to again scale it. So I'm creating a duplicate scale animation, but this time it will be menu scale animation. I will just copy it, menu scale animation, and this time my see, I don't want it to go from 0 to 1. It will look very bad. Let me show you. I believe it will look very bad. So this padding I can wrap inside scale transition again, and it takes a scale. This time it will be menu scale animation. Let me run it. Okay, it looks good, but if you imagine, it is coming from 0 to 1. Okay, and this might not look good, but if it comes from 0.5 to 1, it might, it not much difference is there, but I just prefer 0.5 to 1 if something has to be shown in this way. Fine. Okay, now see, there are multiple things here. My card, when I click on this, when I actually scaled this, so my card also got scaled. Now let me try to complete this. I am adding a transactions text, and then I will be adding a list view. Okay, so that will make things very much clear and perfect for this video to end. Okay, so below this container where I have a page view, yes, I got the thing. So this is 600. I have to make it 200. Now first of all, I have to first think that what is this 200. If you have followed my previous video of responsive UI, I guess, let me just open it and go to my videos. Go to my videos, and if you can just see this responsive UI Flutter SDK. So this video actually explains you about fractional sized box. By using that, you can create I would say responsive UI. Alright, so earlier it was 200, and I know that in this phone the height is near about 896. So let me just open my calculator. So 200 divided by 896 is 0.2232 fractions. So I will make it 0.25, just 0.25 fractions, right? And now then there will be nothing. Okay, there is some issue. What is that? Let me just figure it out. Okay, alignment missing something, height is infinity. Okay, it should not be like this. Alignment center, maybe. Oh, I have to recheck box forces in infinite height. So does it has to do something with screen height? No. Okay, again it is showing some issues. If I just take Xbox as 200, does it work then? Yeah, it works. Let me just figure it out. Okay, yeah, I got the issue. Actually, you cannot add fractionally sized box inside a column. It won't work in that way. It will only work in stacks as of now. Means whatever I know right now. So okay, so we can get back to this, and I will definitely search on this how you can do this. But I think this should not cause many problems. It is not an issue. Just because we are in a container, we have to just because we are in a column, we have to have a container, right? So maybe maybe if we take the complete, okay, just leave it as it is. So below this container I want to have a list view dot okay, list view dot builder, but I want separated list. Before that I need to add a text of transactions, and on top of this I also have a size box. You know what I am doing? I am making this thing. I'm making this transactions and then list of this. Okay, so my transactions size box height can be 20, and after this transaction it can be just 5, and then we can have my list. So this item builder, item count can be 10 right now. Item builder will be same context index. I actually want to show you one thing here, that's why I am doing this, otherwise this video is near about over. So I will be returning a divider with height of 16, right, and here I will be returning a list style which can have title as Mac book. Okay, subtitle can be Apple, and trailing it can be again a text of its, maybe something like this. Right, this will be repeated, and let me run it. So okay, it's not running. Why? It should have. Okay, there's definitely some error. Earlier it worked. Height of the viewport, some shrink wrap. Okay, so shrink wrap should be true. Okay, also it should be like this. See, you are getting this issue, right? So don't panic. Let me, yes, so this transactions also, it should be on the left hand side, so we have to go to this column and make cross axis alignment. It is not hard and fast to do this right now, and also little bit just for the sake of better UI, that's why. So let's put white, and the size can be 20. It looks good, fine. Okay, so this issue can be solved by wrapping this whole column inside or this container rather inside single child is called view. Okay, and then its called direction can be axis top vertical, scroll physics can be clamping is called physics. Okay, let me run it. So the issue is gone here. We can scroll this beautifully. Okay, and we can also scroll this thing, but again there will be some issues. So anyways, I wanted to show you that when you click on this, it still works, you know, the scrolling works, this is scrolling also works, right? So when you are using scale transition, this near about automatically works everything. Right now it doesn't look good, so let me change this scale animation to 0.8, and then I should wrap this. Okay, it looks good now, and also it has moved a lot towards right hand side. So I will go to this position -4, instead of -4 I can do 8.2. let's see how it looks. No, it doesn't look good. So let me again have, okay, so yeah, it looked good, it moved, actually it moved a little bit, right? So we can, fine, no problems. So it looks good now. So guys, I think you are understanding this, and so this is the end of the video. If you are liking the content, please give me a like or something in the comments. And yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Thank you.